Oh, okay. I have a guy who's Gorbachev. How do you say Gorbachev? A diaspora.
Diaspora.
A diaspora. Okay, me Sweden.
He's from
Okay.
Sweden.
Sweden. Jijiga uka arre. Magate. TikTok ika down today. Aka out so the way ye. Hagas so the way ye. Magate im really choga. The ba arinti si the kashake. Magate. Hey Caleb. Hey Caleb. Hey, you see 1 second, Edie. So give me a second. But Sahib, the problem.
Manta Abba Landis, Manta Abba Hakarti, Abba Lash, Manti.
Yeah, who should I'm about to video you go.
Most shit I is a Manta Moss or he's the most fear money. Banana Hamos Giel.
What we can. A wheel Gorbachev, a sweet.
I'll go ahead and I would you for it. Maxkamada ma aqbasho. Social civil court ma aqbasho.
What's going on?
Mascara would not accept.
سفعل حلال
نوع
Swedish ko hal hata obahan tahay. Swedish ma fahamsan.
Hamar do.
يا دبرو
Fatih do.
اسماعيل
افكر مرة كقال
Ismail وحشاني يا سيد المغط.
أنا أقول شيء عارنتيس إيمك هوجو هشون but لكن هين كسر عارنتيس يكهلا that every night he tells me a story والله قبل كي وتشوتا ما قاتاي and سجى ما هكذا سي إما سويلو أو قبوشو هكذا سكوبته سجى أكله الله يشجع story they tell me the stories and it's actually so heartbreaking والله it actually breaks my heart because
Yes, of course.
Add that it breaks my heart because there's so many Gorbachevs that their parents send them here with no money, with no access, send them to with family that abuse them and just use them for the whatever little money they send them up per month just to like take advantage of them. Say, well, Gorbachev la aka haista. Magate. So I'm gonna kind of haimaka either for TikTok. What kind of we. guriga keena saxaysiiyay onta maalintii markaan maqan yahay soo shaqeey ana waan haynin farsamada gacanta ahay magate inta lacagta soo shaqeeya aniga isaga oo ku qareena ko onta ko onna waxa u baahan yahay oo keena magate laakiin markuu laba uu aado ku noqdo Sweden ku noqdo magate Well, this is actually so crazy because Saga historically is not unique. There's so many Somali boys that every day they're reaching out to me and saying, we need help. And I say, you know how to talk to these people. You are, you're out here.
Swedish is teaching me, but more mule.
How late, hi.
She teaching me.
Wala ka qate. Ka yar waxay stay, like wala ka qate inta.
Kan yar dib waa laakiin dadku weyn la aadi waa.
I know, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we're a Muslim, we're Somali, we're low bahne la awiya magate. Anaga, wallah, it's very difficult for me. Anaga, hoga you go addict hai, wa nin yar magate, or we yar 20 something years old, I feel really bad. We like anaga hako aka. Imagine he could have been like me, I know, I could have been like him. Does that make sense?
Okay. هدور وعاون لكن
لحظة
أشياء بالله هذا إسماعيل محلو ده مقع عرس دهن إسماعيل محلو قدرة
إسماعيل أحمد محمد
قبيل كان يا قبيل كيتا
أوسكا آتي
ده واحد مهم يا
قصب واحد أنت يا جواي نبرتا
صح
هاي
سؤال شو هارو أنا كقدبو
أوكي محارة مهمة جكت سويدن جكت جنت
waxaan ka degnay
maalma deganeed balka gaatan deganeed gaatankaa deganeed kee waay
gaatanka sidee
street namekaa deganeed ii sheeg
Limsedolen.
Ja?
Meel Limsedolen.
Okay. Baas documentiga ah haysata muxuu ahaa?
dokumentiga waa baasaboorka yar
haysatay
ah
okay aaw hooyada
hooyadaya hooyada wadankay
naga daa dadka ciyaar bay wadaan daahiro
aniga ayaa ma wata
may wiilkan kala baxyaanaya shay wallahi nin fiican waayo oo blue ah laakiin ninkan laga yaabaa inuu been sheegayo
ma isagoo soo qoga
sheekh wasay wallahi waxa laga rabaa ما شغل أنا ما قال شغل والله
نيكا سيريوس ما شخص والله نفي أنا تعديك أو ضاعدة
سيريوس ما ها نيكا أنا هدوس إنفورميشن كي وحي تشيء محكمة شرعية سياسة هدوس إنهايين أنا وحوم ما كمان كريم ما قرأ
إيديك سو سكوا هوجو أبسين ما قرأتي you have to understand this is very serious first time سكوا with social media ما صوبها يمكن واحد داون شن كنا قف أنا ما أدري من هي أنا حيسني أو كوسوني confidence ما قرأتي but like you know أنا وحيدي
dhibta jirta hadduusan noo sheegin fiiri dhibta jirta haddaana from the beginning to the end inaan ogaanaanu rabnaa hadduusan noo sheegi karin dhibta complete unuusan noo sheegi karin waxba kama qaban kareen waa inaan helnaa waalidkiis meeshay joogaan meesha asaga hadda uu joogo xaaladdu ku sugan yahay waalidkiis meeshay joogaan
Can I tell you a story? Can I tell you a story?
I will tell you that.
Okay, it's okay if I tell you a story. Do I have your consent?
Yeah.
Say yes.
Yes.
I have your consent to tell you a story. Okay. Imiko we say consent. Shego his story. Okay. Hoga imiko ska absent hai. Magate. Adika don't be shocked. Like what do you expect for some guy, a Swedish guy, to tell a story of broadcast with 5,000? He's feeling shy, you know. But like in this story needs to be told. Because this is something that happens. A lot of global chokes are being sent here by their parents with no access to nothing and just like what a today. And there's
I agree
too
with
many.
you 100%. وصح. أنت واحد ربنا وأنت واحد ربنا تسوي.
There's too many. والله هذا أكلها إما سويله إلا هلا. ما أنت ويد كلا يرسل الله يدي. ما أنت وقت هترك global choki هذا ما كواح شاس بدو كده أو ويستلا ما قتي. ما أنت ويد يقولي أستليا وأنا كنا حي. So I'll tell you the story. Okay, so I have your consent to tell you a story, right? Yes or no? Say it loud as
yes.
I have. Okay, well, consent permission case. Okay, hadley the story case share go. I think about 2 months ago, so we just hiriye. About a month and a half ago, we just hiriye. Message you get down today. TikTok you got my god. He sent me a message. He told me that there was a situation happening in Georgia and he was having family problems and he has to kind of run away. And you know, I felt bad. So I'm like, no, well, maybe I'll just bring him into Hagesa, help him out and show him like maybe he'll be here for like 1-2 days. And then okay, so he comes and then once he comes, because like I don't mind doing that. People have done that for me and I'm like, you know what? Global chokes, we gotta support one another. And as a Muslim, we gotta support each other. Anyways, so he reaches out. He comes here to the bus. I don't know if you guys know the bus. I forgot the name of the bus. Was it Sahal? It was Sahal. The bus. He came out. Sahal came to Hagesa. I went, picked him up. I got him a phone. I got him a SIM card, internet, food. Bought him food, and I did everything. I rented a place for him. I got him a bed. I took my own bed that I had, gave it to him. I've been sleeping on the floor, this little green little mattress, because I'm like, you know what? Let me just support my brother here. I slept on the floor, gave him my bed. I gave him busto. I gave him blankets. I gave him pillow. I gave him anything that he needed. Got him his phone, everything. Put money on his phone that same day. I didn't say nothing, you know. It was, alhamdulillah, like so every day I'm working, I'm able to save up a little money. So like, I'm like, you know what? I know global chokes that you like. This is how we are, you know. We support one another, anyways. So he comes slowly. I didn't want to peer pressure him to tell me his full story right up the front, but slowly, we just got to get to know one another, and he starts telling me all his story. It was so crazy. Wallah, it was actually so crazy what happened. And you know the crazy thing is too, as a global choke myself, this type of situation, like. You only hear stories of. You don't actually think things like this happens like this. You know what I mean? So what happened is that he was telling me that he came from. He was kind of like tricked, not tricked, but like kind of like manipulated in a way to be brought here into Jijiga, you know, by his parents. He told. Is it okay if I tell the whole story?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes.
He wasn't the best. He wasn't the best of kids back there in Sweden. How do I say this nicely? Hoga yada dib u keen jiray magate heekiisa oo dib u keen jiray magate dadkii hoga gaar raac jiray magate
gaar raac jiray
ha magate hoga so magate to walaalkii stress oo ka dhacay stress buu badan oo yidhi ninkan I can't how am I supposed to like heerkiis oo yidhi see ninkan hadda maanta hadda wadankiisa geen waayo u geliya either the jail or well they're going to well dilaya ma garatay was a troublemaker ma garatay and to be honest that same type of figure is the same type of figure that a lot of other Gorbachev parents have. You know, he's nothing new. So, anyways, he got convinced, he got manipulated in a way, some way, somehow. He made it to Georgia. Okay, he was there for a little while, staying at his family's cousin's house, one of his Adele's house, right? Speak up. Cousin. Your cousin? Okay, he was staying at his cousin's house, and this whole. And I'm gonna like a quick sidebar off a tangent. This whole mentality of Dr. Ellis is so crazy. It's actually making the Gorbachev dislike their home country. We should not be doing this. We should making those Gorbachevs fall in love with our country, fall in love with their motherland. You know. But these parents that are tricking their kids into forcing them in and locking them up in places, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Anyways. So that's pretty much what happened to him. He just got pretty much locked up in a room in his house, right? And then his cousin, was your cousin that came to you and said, you married this girl?
Yeah.
It was his cousin. On your mom's side or dad's side? On his mom's side, said, marry this girl type of thing. You know, trying to say, oh, God had a gusoro, udigiya, wanaxiya, is going to calm down. He's going to calm down. Usbedeliya oo nin aad u noqonaya ma garatay oo lagu yidhi hadduu gabadha guursado inta dabaatiisii oo ka baxaysa ma garatay. Does that make sense? So like I don't know why people these Gorbachev parents nin tooso noqonaya nin wanaagsan noqonaya kadib uu caraday wax kasta dan oo ka caraday ka tagay ma garatay. Aniga soo xiriyay qofna kale qof kasta heerkiisa dan intii dan way iska wala tuure alla bisna Shaki kafara.
You can funny one, mashallah. What a nice. Allahumma barik.
I think I know qatara wa nif fiican wa ninka wada wada
ما si fiican buu noogu sheegay
but do you understand so I'm telling you right now this is like I know he's kind of shy right now but you also understand he's been going through a traumatic experience and it's been triggered to him, you know.
صح
So like you gotta be a little bit, you know, kind, especially the Gorbachevs. Like literally so many Gorbachevs I met here and they're literally saying to me, yeah, my family abandoned me here. Yeah, they took my passport. Yeah, they've been beating me, locked me up, caged me down. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Wallahi. You know, because like I'm having like a glorious time here. I've been loving it. And then I hear these stories that other Gorbachevs are going through. It breaks my heart, wallah. It really, really breaks my heart.
MashaAllah.
Anyway, so he doesn't have nothing. He pretty much have been doing everything for him for the past like what? It's over about a month now.
Okay, asmaan u keenaya marka sugiya.
Okay. I can't.
loo sheego waa nin yar waa nin yar waa in wax kale at least la yiraahdo maxaad jeceshaan ku sameynaa waxa aad rabtay inoo sheeg business ma ku furnaa wax ma ku sameynaa wax ma baranaysaa iskuul ma aadaysaa a lot of things uu sameyn karayaa noloshiisa kadib asaga hadduu gabar u baahdo kale wuu oran karayaa gabar baan u baahanahay ma garata marka anagu hadda waxaan ku lahayn wiilka aan aragno ama aan la hadalno waxay ahayd inaan wax ka qabano arrinkaa sheegaysid waa arrin daahirna hadduu ku maqlayaa u baahan waalidiinta in laga wacyigeliyo maaha ilmaha inta laga kaxeeyo dibadda in inta meel lagu tuuro qof ama abti ha noqdo ama adeer ha noqdo inta laskaga tuuro la yiraahdo waxa rabti ka sameey lacagna anaga ku soo direen ilmihiina aysan si wanaagsan oo la dhaqmin they not treat them right ma garad waan u jeednaa hadda meesha wax ka dhacay ma garad
midaan kuu sheega rabta wada hadalka ku watee niyo gabarna waa lagu dari karaa laakiin ma rag in la maamulo ragnimada kuma jirto ma fahanti inuu ka cararna xaq u leeyahay waana ku garabsiinayna masha Allah
absolutely ma yada wixii ma ahaba adduunka qofku wax inuu fahansan yahay
ayo ku guurnayna
ayaga naftirkooda inay gabadha garubka galaan ma qof aan waxba fahansan
asan loo lama imaado laakiin gabar dumar ahaa
marriage waa wax wanaagsan waa wax ugu fiican way la sameeyo laakiin horta qofka convince garay muxuu ka helayaa ma jecel yahay ma raba haddaan ku iraahdo kanaan ku siinaya ma horta waa inaan ogolaan karaa wixii mogta qofku inuu fahmo maaha adigu say kula tahay oo waa ku dagaysaa inuu qofku yiraahdo ma guurkan waad ku dagaysaa hore u soco ma aha waa qofka in laga dhaadhacsiiyo la soo dhaweeyo loo